Claxton with Bedford County Republican Party, sitting down with Mr. James Sloan, who is running for Bedford County Mayor. So, James, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I work in healthcare. I've been working in healthcare for about 10 plus years, mostly in cardiac observation interpretation. I'm not a doctor of any kind of sort, but I am a technician. I love what I do. And I originally was born in Florida, moved to Tennessee back in 2010. A lot of this you can find on my Facebook page, James Sloan from Bedford County Mayor. Went my last 2 years of high school, Fred J. Page High School over in Williamson County. Then I dabbled in college for a little bit at Columbia State Community College. My grandfather fell ill, so then I went back to Florida for 2 years to take care of him, and then he went with be with the Lord after that. And so I figured, what I want to do with myself, I want to go back to college, obviously, and get another education from compared to what I was trying to do in healthcare. So I went into cardiac and got my technical diploma from Nashville School of Health Sciences, and just been working in healthcare ever since for cardiac observation interpretation.
Very good. Very good.
Well, not say this, but I do have a wife and 2 kids, and sometimes having ADHD, I kind of forget all the little things that you ask about. So I do have a wife, 2 kids. We just had another child in January. So her name, well, I'm not going to say her name because we try to keep that out of the public, but she's a nice little girl. She's got red hair, blue eyes. So yeah, we're glad to have a new addition.
Yeah, well, wonderful. So we're going to ask you a couple questions here. The first one is, how do you plan to manage growth beyond our current tools and strategies?
I know the mayor can't do so much, so it's just by managing the budget, looking at the budget and what they can do. Really, we can't line item with the mayor's position, but he can pretty much delegate to the departments that he oversees to say, hey, where can we cut? Can you try to line item, cut where you can? So that's what I'd like to do if I was ever, elected mayor in August, or even get past the primary, so to say.
Okay. Well, this kind of goes right into the next one. So if your platform is to cut taxes, where would you like to look to cut or reduce services to achieve that?
Well, again, the mayor doesn't have direct say in that to cut taxes, but if we can try to minimize well, not minimize, but try to draw back on the budget if we can, looking over it, like I said, departments, if they can look to where they could probably cut a little bit more for the budget, then maybe that can bring down the tax on the people. And that would be up to the commission to vote on that. And we've seen it go up, but it stayed the same this past budget. But maybe we can probably regress from that and go maybe down in the tax and not actually up next year, or maybe just stay neutral.
Yeah, very well. So our third question is, what new initiatives or services are you promoting, and how would you look to pay for those?
I know that there's a service right now, or there was during tax season, that people could go to the library, and then I think it was like a combined of 84,000 income that they would help you prepare your taxes and file them. I see that as a good service. Maybe I know there's a need for tax resolution. I'm actually going to get my federal license in tax resolution for individual and businesses. And it's also preparation and to help people with the IRS, whatever problems they have. So maybe not have the county pay for it, but see how we can provide that service to people in the county, because that is like a big hassle for a lot of people. There's even someone that I know that that owns a business here that was like the hardest thing for them. And what a lot of people know with the IRS is that they don't keep a lot of the information. You can start it and then it stops, and then you have to resubmit that information. So I know there's people in the county that need resolution. So maybe provide that service on top of preparing taxes for a combined income around 84,000.
Okay, very good. So that concludes our interview. So this was James Sloan, and he is running for Bedford County Mayor in the upcoming primary. So just wanted to say thank you for coming and sitting down with me.
Thank you.
All right.